Hi, now we're ready to work on PowerPoint Module 3 Project 2 at adding, editing, and animating objects in a presentation. So I already have my instructions downloaded from Blackboard. There's a support PowerPoint you need to download from Blackboard to use in your PowerPoint presentation here. And then here is the presentation that I'm going to be modifying for my assignment. So the first thing I need to do is enable editing right here, and also then do a save as and save your document with your last name. So I'm going to enable editing here, and I'm going to go to File, Save As. I'm going to put mine on my desktop here, and I'm just going to replace this 2 with my last name. Actually, I'm going to say project 2 underscore session so I can know that's the one I need. Okay, so now I have it saved and I am ready now to make the changes. So the first thing I need to do is reuse some slides from another presentation because I've already got one and I know I want to use some of those slides. So to do that, I'm going to come up here to where it says New Slide, but down here at the bottom I'm going to reuse slides. I'm going to click on that Reuse Slides. I'm going to come over here to my navigation pane on the right and click Browse. And I'm going to find that new PowerPoint presentation from my support. Right here's my support. I'm going to open. And so here are 4 slides from my previous presentation that I've done, and I can just reuse them. And I just want to reuse the overview slide. So right here, I've got my overview. And I want this overview as the second slide in my presentation. And so now I can click on here and close that pane. And you can see it's already also has the same background as my presentation, so I don't have to make any changes. I'm just ready to go with it. Okay, so now I'm ready to go to my slide 3, development description, and I'm going to make some changes to this table. I'm going to delete the blank table column. So you can see I've got this column right here that's blank. So as soon as I click in the table, I now have some table tools, design, layout. I'm going to come up here to design, or the layout, sorry, and I'm going to click delete, and I just want to delete that column. I was already in that column, that's why I can delete it. And I'm going to, in this blank cell right here, the water view, I'm going to type in 60, and then I want to insert a table row above the last row. So right here, I'm already in the last row. I'm going to insert above, and in this new blank row, I'm going to add swimming pool. Hit my tab key to take me over here, and 10 of my properties have swimming pool. Okay, so that's the changes I'm going to make on slide 3. Slide 4, I've got my home designs. I'm going to insert a text box containing 60 lots available. So I'm going to come here and say Insert. I'm going to say Text Box, and come down here and just draw it. And I'm going to type in 60 lots available. And I want the shadow effect. So I'm going to come up here, Drawing Tools. I've got my format. I've got my shape effects. I want the shadow, offset bottom left. And then I want color fill. I want it to be aqua. Accent 5. And I want the font size to be increased to 32. So I need to select the font. I'm going to make it 32. And I'm going to resize it. So the text all fits here, like so. And then I'm going to position it just down over here in the middle of the slide. So I've got my 60 lots available. Now I'm ready for slide 5, my unit cost. We're going to insert a table. So right down here in my content placeholder, I have insert table, and I want it to be 2 columns and 2 rows. Say OK. I want this to be home, or I guess it was supposed to be 3 columns, but I can add that. I've got homes. I'm going to hit my tab key. Condos, and I need another column, so I can come up here in design, or the layout tab, sorry, and I can insert one right. So now I have 3 columns. This last one is estates, and this is going to be 600,000. Condos are 400,000, and estates are 2 million. I want to apply the light accent to table style. So I've got my light style to accent to there. And now on slide 6, I want to insert a custom column chart. So the next one over here is insert chart. And I just want the clustered column chart. So I say OK. And now I'm going to add my information up here in the series. So series 1 is going to be for sale. Series 2 is sold. I don't need series 3. So I can just come over here and I can delete all of that. I can right click on the column and delete. Category 1, I've got homes, 15, 10, condos, 5, 20, estates, 4, and 6. Okay, so I don't need this last row here. So I can come up here and I can delete that. So I've got all of these in here. I can close this. My chart title, I can just come down here and click on it as properties. Let's highlight it and change it, properties, for sale and sold. And I want style 14, and I want to change my font Actually, if I just come over here to my Home tab, I can go over here and change my font size to 16. And what happened to it? I'm going to click undo up here. Get rid of this. Come over here. Change my font size to 16. There we go. Now we're going to go to slide 7. And we want to animate our picture. Now, in transitions, that's when your slides change from one design to another as they're going through in your presentation. To add an animation, you're just adding it to an object in your slide. And we want to animate our picture. So first thing we have to do is select the picture. Then up here on the Animate button, we want the bounce entrance effect. So we're going to come over here, click on this button. We've got entrance, and we're going to choose bounce. And if we wanted to, we could change the effect options. We could say when we wanted it to start, how long we wanted it to take. We're just going to leave the default, so you just have to select bounce. You can see now we have this little button right here. That means we have a effect, an animation applied to that picture. Now we're ready to go to slide 8. We've got our contact information. We want to animate our text box with our number down here. So we just have to come down here and select the text box. And then come up here to animations. And we want it to fly in. So we're going to at the fly-in entrance effect, so it's just going to come up. And we want to change it. We want it to be a little longer, so we're going to change that to 1 minute. So we could preview it and see how our number is coming up there. So if we go to our slide sorter view, here's what our information is going to look like.